success that you can ever achieve is to be saved from hellfire and to go to paradise. Yes, we know that. But in the same time, we know as Muslims, we have been asked to achieve success in this dunya as well. And I would like, during this lecture, to speak about certain principles related to the concept of success. And these principles and these tools, if you focus on them, if you really pay attention to them and use them as a tool, it will help you to change your life, to attain the success in your life, in this life, and next, inshallah ta'ala. I would like to see you, husband and wife, succeed in your marital relations. I would like to see you to be a successful parent. I would like you to succeed in building a strong relationship with your parents as a son or a daughter. I would like to see you succeed in marrying the one that you love, the one you deserve. Not only that you marry someone that you can live with, but you marry someone you cannot live without. I would like you to achieve the success that you want in your study, so you be a successful student. I want to see you a successful businessman. I want you as a young man and one young woman to succeed in achieving your dreams in life that you're pursuing. I would like to see us as a community, as a society, to achieve success. Us as economically to achieve the success that we want. We want the progress to continue in our country. I would like to see you succeed in your business, and I would like to see you succeed in your relationship with Allah as well. I want you to succeed in pursuing the religious duties that you are dreaming about. There is a great scholar by the name of Sufyan al-Thawri. كان من كبار التابعين رحمه الله. كان يقال سفيان في زمانه كالصديق في زمانه. Sufyan al-Thawri from Kufa, it used to be said, Sufyan al-Thawri is like Abu Bakr al-Siddiq of his time. Sufyan يقول منذ 20 سنة, for 20 years, I've been pursuing Qiyam al-Layl, to enjoy the night prayer. Until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed me with it, and I enjoyed it for more than 20 years. Yes, so many of us have dreams to become Hafiz al-Quran, to become a student of knowledge, to become a person who mastered their Arabic language. And you know, I have so many dreams I want to achieve success. So here, I'm not talking about one area only. You know, maybe you run an organization, you want to achieve success, to make your organization successful one. So these principles, believe it or not, apply to all these areas. Every area in your life. So pay attention to it. Might some of them be very helpful. Number one, we should all know that mistakes, failures, are not the enemy of success. As a matter of fact, our mistakes and failures, it either can lead us to be disappointed, to give up, or can lead us to be inspired and learn from them. It's up to us how we'll see it. Mistakes, failures, hardship, never were the enemy of success, I just said. You can be discouraged by your failure, or you can be inspired and learn from your mistakes and your failure. We as Muslims believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala لا يقضي قضاء إلا وهو خير للمؤمن. عجبا لأمر المؤمن أنا إن أمره كله له خير. The Prophet ﷺ told us that anything Allah decreed upon us, it is the best for us. وعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم. You might hate something, you might dislike something, but it is actually وعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا ويجعل الله فيه خيرا كثيرا. Allah will make a lot of good comes out of it. لا تحسبوه شرا لكم بل هو خير لكم. Don't think it's something evil or bad for you. It is good for you. For a moment, you might see it as something so difficult. You might see it as something bad happened to me. But if you really go through it and see through it, you will see that's how it can lead to the best, and this hardship unfold afterwards a beautiful gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kam Allah min minha fi mihna. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so many times, He gives us gifts through these hardships, through these calamities. So many times we think that these calamities are meant to, as a form of punishment or weakening us. No, wallahi, it meant to strengthen us. So many times, people tell me, Sheikh, what is all this happening to me, to my family, to my life, to the ummah? And why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is like, I said, you know what? What's happening today, it is something making us grow strong. It doesn't make us grow weak. It's actually the other way around. أَمْ حَسِبْتُمْ أَن تَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةِ You think you will enter paradise. وَلَمَّا يَعْلَمِ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا مِنْكُمْ وَيَعْلَمَ الصَّابِرِينَ That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will know the mujahideen among you, the sabireen among you, those who have patience. This is a very high quality of people. How this high quality come to appear? Through the tests that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put you through. Not a long time ago, I decided to lose weight. But as you can tell, I didn't do a very good job. Even the Mufti was telling me, you gained more weight. I was a little bit disappointed. I thought I did. I keep losing weight, but alhamdulillah, I find them back. But I remember when I hired this personal trainer, one of the things that he told me, he said, Sheikh Waleed, you have to be patient with yourself. You know what? In order for you to burn the fat, okay, you need to grow your muscle. And in order for you to grow your muscle, you need to tear your muscle. You work hard, you tear the muscle in order for it to grow. It's not going to grow just like that. You have to basically to let it tear first, then it will grow. Then the result will come. Yes, it's a painful procedure, but the outcome is great. If you just look at the pain that you gain from this tearing muscles and you just give up on it, what will happen? Nobody will ever be able to achieve success. Not a long time ago, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed me with a beautiful daughter. Okay? I still remember when her mom is about to deliver the baby. In the most difficult moment in the pregnancy, it's the moment of delivery. With the contractions so hard, so strong, and so painful. At that moment, everybody in the room telling my wife, including myself, what? Push, just let the baby out. Can you imagine at that point if she said, back up. I don't want any more kids. Let's go home. You have to push harder. And after that, the baby comes. And the release comes. It's that effort, yes, that pain have brought to us something so beautiful. Alive. Brought alive to us, which is the beautiful daughter that we have. It's these challenges in life, it's either you use it to ride it so you can rise, or let it bury you alive. I live in Texas, and in Texas there's a lot of farms. And we have a lot of farms have cracks in the land. So one of the farmers, in one of the cracks, his dogs basically fall in the cracks. It's deep and dark. So he thought the dog's dead. Little dog. So he decided to bury that crack so no more animal would fall in the crack. And he brought the sand and started putting the sand in the crack. So no animal will get hurt again. But the poor dog wasn't dead. He's actually just unconscious. And can't park high to be hurt. But he noticed what's happening. The sand keep coming on his back, burying the dog alive. So every time that he see the sand come off on his back, he will shake it off and will jump on the top of the sand. Every time the sand comes, he will shake it off and jump on the top of the sand. And all of a sudden, the sand that intended to bury him alive was the same reason to risen him up out of that crack. It's always up to us how we deal with these challenges of life. Don't ever think of them as your enemy. Always look at the wisdom behind this test. So many times people come to me and tell me, Sheikh, ادعوا make dua for me that Allah يغير ظروفنا, يغير أحوالنا, may Allah change our circumstances. And I said, you know what? Sometimes Allah is not that interested in changing your circumstances as much as interested in changing you. Allah يريدك أن تغير نفسك. إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. When we start looking at these challenges of life and this hardship and calamity as an opportunity for us to learn, opportunity for us to grow, that's the day when will we achieve the success that we want. Study the history of any successful country, any successful business model that you can think of these big companies. You will see that all of them have one common factor, that they went through very hard time. Number two, your success will be always based on your ability to use the talents and the gifts that Allah have given you. You know, the talents that you have are gifts from Allah. What you do with it, it's your gift back to Allah. So it's always up to you how you're going to use these talents that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have given you. وَاللَّهُ أَخْرَجَكُم مِّن بُطُونِ أُمَّهَاتِكُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ شَيْئًا. Allah brought you out of your mother's knows nothing. وَجَعَلَ لَكُمُ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ. And He blessed you with the ability to see, to hear, to comprehend, to understand. These are the blessings of Allah. Do you know Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah, and I know this is a Shafi'i country, one of the greatest Imam rahimahullah ta'ala, and Imam Abu Hanifa, and Imam Malik, and Imam Ahmad, you know Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman, you know Imam al-Bukhari and Muslim. Have you heard of all these great scholars that you can think of? There is one common thing between them and every single one of us here in this room. We are all equal in one thing, more than one thing, but one thing we're equal in. You know what's it? That we all came from our mother's wombs knows nothing. We all came out with no knowledge. The knowledge came later on. They acquired the knowledge. Al-Bukhari didn't come out of his mother's womb saying حدثنا. Or Shafi'i came out when his baby and said mas'ala fatwa. No, he didn't do that. You know, these successful people in life, they didn't come out of a mother womb learning. But what they did, they utilized the gifts that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have given them. When I was in high school, my teacher, and this is something I repeated a lot because it's a profound moment in my life. My teacher took me in his car and he said, we're going to go visit the richest place in this city. It's filled with ideas worth millions of dollars. I thought we were going to go to the university. I thought we were going to go to maybe the trade center or something like the Ghurfa Tijariya, something like, you know, business or smart people. And he took me to the cemetery. He said, Waleed, in this cemeteries, there is ideas worth millions of dollars. There is ideas can change the whole world. But guess what? They were buried with the people of these ideas because they never discovered themselves. They never discovered the talents that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they never utilized the talent that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have given them. They didn't use these gifts. So brothers and sisters, if your gift is still wrapped, open it up. Don't keep it wrapped in box. Use it and utilize it because that's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to you. I do believe we can have more than what we have got because we can become more than what we are. When Allah created Adam, He said to the angels, Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun. I know about this human being what you don't know. You can exceed any expectations. Number 3, success is based